Good afternoon. I hear rumors that it's Friday, and that normally means I come on here and I say words with my mouth. Such as, Hi, I'm Great Uncle Pixel. That's all I have to say, right? I'm done now, right? No, I'm not done. Ah, good, good. I'm on. I am on Twitch and YouTube. Isn't that great? Sometimes I just want to make sure everything's broadcasting properly before I start yammering on. Yammering on about all the stuff I'm gonna do today. Such a good kitty. And it's such a good kitty. It's a day for a good kitty. So, first thing I thought I was going to do today was maybe make the second player do stuff, but I decided not to do that just yet. Because I think there's still some things I want to work out. Yeah, it's a good kitty. She's a good kitty. Little fuzzy kitty. Such a good kitty. I wonder how many pictures of kitty around here. I mean, I know I do. There's probably dozens of them just laying around looking cute. Do, do. Anyway, what I was going to do today, first thing I thought I was going to do, is over here in the place thing. Now, I have to make a decision here. Normally, in chess, when your pawn reaches the other end of the board, you can turn it into another piece. Now, you can turn it into any piece other than a pawn. Well, and a king. You can't turn it into another king. In a practical sense, everyone turns it into a queen. So I think to start with, I'm just going to have it automatically change into a queen when it reaches the other side, rather than giving you the choice, at least at first. If I can get to work with the queen, I can get to work with any piece. Yeah, okay. Now, but the first thing, so yeah, I'm going to put it in the pawn move because this will only be part of the rather than the function that moves all the other pieces. Huh. Did I ever fix this? Can move through red pieces as if they weren't there? I think I did. I think I did. So let me do that first. Let me real quick do a quick little quick little. I can't move through my own pieces. Good. Okay, good. I mean, I could still, because of the way this works, you can move through other pieces. That's fine. You just can't land on the other side of another piece, like so. Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. Good. And can't go here either. Can't land on a piece that's behind another piece, even if, like, I could move here. Wait. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on a second. I have discovered an issue. And this is why I always run the game before. But yeah, I cannot select. Oh, interesting. Okay, I must have done something wrong with the diagonal routine. So let me see if I have the same problem. With the bishop. I do not. Bishop's fine. Okay. So I can't get that pawn from here. And I should be able to. I do it with the bishop. Okay, I can. Whoa. Dropped it in the wrong spot. Interesting. Okay, I clearly did something wrong with the bishop's. Bishop is not. Bishop is here. And the bishop is also here. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, okay, I've got two bishops here, and I shouldn't. Yeah, I cannot attack diagonally with the queen. Okay, okay. So this means before I go on to do what I wanted to do, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix this mess. Somewhere I made a mistake. And it's probably. So let's shrink this and shrink this. Give me more room to look at my text. Match piece type, bishop. And six. Bishop, bishop, bishop. And let me add this in here too. And x not equals starting y. Should be y. because I don't want it to hit this and get a division by zero error, and it will. It will. Okay, for iron range starting. Ah, there. I, J. X. I. V. Y. Starting Y. J. First of all, parentheses there. Okay. 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 Everything should still be running. Appears to be. No, it's not. See if most of those changes I just did shouldn't have any uh, major. Okay, Queen 1x. Huh. That. Okay. 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 Now, mm, once again, let's restart this. You know, like I said, I was going to do stuff, but it's better. It's better. It's not better to not do stuff. The point is, it's better to make sure there's no bugs before I start doing new stuffs. Okay. Good. It's not counting the starting spot, and it's not counting the finishing spot. All that matters is the ones in between. It does pick this one. Picks up on that. Okay. Oh, interesting. Let me see here. Let's see if I can do that without. Okay. Line 324. These are all 324. Print before the loop starts. Blank space. Well, let's hope I didn't screw this up again. I did. Crud. It's not like when I make changes to the code while a piece is selected. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Go over here and go over here so I can keep an eye on the output window. Output window is the important thing. Okay, I selected the roof by mistake. Okay, what is setting this to false? No, it should be. Okay, false is correct. If not equal to space, right. If it does equal space, then legal move is shouldn't change. If it's not equal to space, i.e., if this is false, am I setting something to false here? Let me just see. Print debug. No, let's not put it there. In fact, let's put it here. Legal move. And let's hope I didn't mess this up again. Crap, I did. Reset. And bring this back up. And go back over here. And go back over here. Once again. Okay, so legal, true, false. Okay. Interesting. We're making changes on the unselect this. See if that helps. Let's see. Okay. So it is telling me that this is not. So yeah, legal, false. That is a legal move. Let's make sure I didn't mess anything up. No, I didn't. Good, it's working. So there to here should be indicated as a legal move, but it's not. So that's the problem. It's not making it illegal here. There's something wrong with this statement, specifically when this gets involved. Print, debug, and select you before I save anything over here. Save. So this, let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening right there. Okay. There's spaces, but yeah, there we go. 2 true. It's, this one. Let's put some space in there. See the problem. The rook loop is clearly messing up the bishop loop. The rook loop is messing up the bishop loop. Let's see here. Yeah. And there we go. Now, I have to figure out why this is messing up, and this is a different problem, probably. Yeah, just make sure there's no extra bishops floating around. Doesn't appear to be. Yeah, there we go. Bishop 1b is only in one spot. Okay, so let's just try. Now, normally this would not be a thing. Actually, it would be a thing because you know the rules are going to be different for winning a game. Sit down. Anyway, sure there's only one bishop or one bishop one. There you go. Bishop 1b is right there. Bishop 2b is different. You don't have to worry about bishop 2b or not to be. Okay. So let me go up and take a look at bishop. Is here. I want to copy this over here. It should switch players. No, the chess. No. Right. That it shouldn't do the player switch here. It does it when returning from. Right. It's in here. Okay. It's legal move. Okay. If is piece type yes equals pawn. That's okay. Piece type equals pawn. And x equals 7. No, that should not be here. No, it should be here. Okay, piece name equals. Piece name. Hang on. Hang on. Give me. Let me print some things here. Print debug piece name piece HP. Yes, reaching the far side. If the pawn makes it all the way to the far side, they'll also be healed to full health when they turn into a queen. Uh, okay. Okay. Where? Where? Piece name, piece HP. Where's that line? Ah, here we go. Piece name. Yeah. 342. Where is the line at 342? Okay, where's the thing that prints? Oh, derp. Of course, this doesn't work. I put it in the everything but a pawn. I didn't put it in the pawn thing. I put it in the every piece but a pawn thing. So, of course, that won't work. Where is the thing that starts the battle? Ah, right there. Let's put it there. Now, piece type, so it doesn't matter. If x equals 7, okay. And selected pawn. And selected pawn name. There we go. In fact, I don't want that. Just give me, doesn't matter where it is. It just matters. And anyway. Yeah, it's not a good one. Oh, right. Derp. Okay. I need to get rid of this. There we go. Let's go up. Let's go up. Where is line 172? I need to see where. Okay. Show me line 172. Why is it not printing this? Oh, man. Heck. I'm trying to figure out what is selected pawn. What selected pawn? Where is it? Is it in here? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pawn move. Uh-huh. Okay. That's it. Selected pawn name. Okay. Selected pawn. Okay. Okay. Stop this. Stop it entirely. I think I have the information I need. Everything except this. This should not be. Oh. Ah. So anyway, no, I wanted string. I'm pretty sure I can I'm pretty sure it's a command to replace part of a string with another string. Oh, yes, I can. So let's see if this. Uh-oh. Oh, thanks for subscribing. Always nice to see subscribers watching my subscription. Not my subscription. Words. Words difficult. Yeah, it's only mean one thing. It's time for a sip of soda. Hear that? Ah, Diet Coke. Um, I'm gonna undo that one because let's take a look in here. Let's take a look. I'm not even gonna switch it to the other screen, to the game screen. I'm going to just take a look down there because it should show me what pawn, selected pawn. There's pawn 1f. Okay. This uh, this is perfect. You know, I should I if um okay. Okay. But hang on. If x 7, then chessboard. Yeah. Equals. Hang on. Hang on. I has an idea. Function. Okay. So replace font name, comma, queen. Now, what do you mean replace not found in base self? Okay, what do I need to make this just a, string, Godot, replace examples. Okay, hang on. Godot. Oh, no, that's not how it works. pawn name dot replace. That's it right there. And pawn HP. Uh, pawn HP. Here's initialize board. Where'd I put that? Right here. So queen starts with 30 hit points. Right. And let's see. Pawn. We hit output again. Let's see, because the pawn. Right, selected pawn name. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Should also need to go here. Where is selected pawn name? I need something that'll. No, I don't think I need selected pawn name. Do I? No, I don't. I need selected, just selected pawn. Okay, that's good. Selected pawn name equals. It's var temp name equals. Name equals temp name no. Oh, okay. Equals temp name. Whew. Promotion. Maybe. So let's bring this up. That's on it. There we go. Now, if I am correct, and I am always correct. Yeah, right. What it should do is turn it into a queen. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I tried to move it off the grid, and so that's not the problem. That's okay. Oh, I see. Hang on. No, let's put it there. If X should go out here, that would be the ideal. X there we go. Emotion. Oops. So I don't need this exactly. No. We can't land on square 7 unless. Okay. Pawns, unlike the other pieces, can't even move to that 7th square unless. So. So I want pawn name. Let's attempt to replace pawn queen. Pawn HP equals 30. What's the problem here? Oh, wait. Underscore. Will that work? Uh, pawn name equals temp name. Replace pawn queen. Wait, selected pawn is the. Right. Will that work? Did that work? Did the game freeze? Does appear to have frozen. So let's restart. There we go. Right, I can't move forward. Stab, 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 stab. That was weird. Because I definitely moved on to the knight. Oh, okay. Um, piece one. Oh no, I converted. Oh, I converted the wrong piece into a queen. That's what happened. Right, I converted the ending square into a queen. Oh. I converted the ending square into a queen before. So naturally it crashed because that this doesn't exist. Right, I do have to change the name of the sprite itself or it won't. Right, because the name of the sprite and the name of the name of the piece the name of the actual sprite and the name of the square the sprite is on have to be the same. Okay, so we need to go back up. Oh shit. So is movement not here? Where did I put promotion then? Promotion shouldn't be over here. It should be in movement. Did I spell promotion wrong? No. Uh, wait, it's the battle script. Looking at the battle script. I keep hitting. Uh, okay. Pawn move. Selected pawn. Did I misspell promotion here? Is that the problem? No, I removed that. So I'll need to replace the starting X. That's the problem. Print. Right, I want this. Copy. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it here. Technically, this changes it into a queen before it hits the new spot, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. But yeah. Aha. Okay, it did turn it into a queen, but it didn't change the sprite. Okay, that's correct. I mean, it's not correct. It's correct that I didn't actually change the. So, selected pawn. What am I looking at? I want 180? Where's line 180? I want to see where this print statement pulls up. No, no. There we go. No, that's a sleep. Definitely. I don't want to just see the line 180. I want to see the line right before it, too. That's the important one. At least there is one here. Somewhere. Just gotta find it. Start at the bottom. Should be right there. I just saw it. I just saw it. There it is. Okay. Selected pawn. Animated sprite 2D. So, yeah. Now, that probably won't change it. No. No. But we get that. Better blasting. Okay, automatically turns it into a queen. Good. And it changed the sprite this time. Oh, interesting. I made a slight mistake with the, yeah. Okay. I can, if I hit action when they're on their starting spot, it unselects them. For every piece except the knight. That's interesting. Let me check that action out. If X, okay, Q, BRK move, do. If selected piece, let's see here. Okay, where's cancel? Where is cancel? There it is. If X, okay. if x if x equals starting x and y equals starting y, then selected equals false, return, or not return. No, return. Should exit the whole thing entirely. Let's check that. No. Selected equals false. P. Down. And then else. Pain in the ass. Gonna need to do. Looking out my back door. Do. Do 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 looking out my back door. So it turns out being able to shades of mediocrity. Looking out my back door. Anyway, the fact that night you could choose that was an accident, and it can ending the move on the same spot is considered a legal move. Was considered a legal move, but it was also considered your move. It's a good thing I caught that with the knight. Now, yeah, now it just unselects the piece without staging turns. I'm not going to put the rule. There is technically a rule. Now I may be confusing with checkers. Am I confusing with checkers? Where if you touch a piece, you have to move that piece. I don't remember if that's a rule in chess. If it is, it's a stupid one, and I've chosen to ignore it. I need to figure out why this. That's the next thing I need to change. The fact that the sword is not disappearing between battles. Should set the opponent's weapon to invisible, or your weapon to invisible, and should reset its position and set it invisible. So for one thing, let's make battle. Spread this over here. Let's see here. Shot body should be invisible. Shot body should be invisible by default. There's the thing, return from battle. Shot body visible equals false. Okay, let's see if that changes anything. Okay. It appears to. Okay, good. It appears that the weapons are not are properly vanishing. All right, that one's messed up because I cannot select this queen. That means it doesn't think there's a queen there. So where does it think that queen is? Over. No, that's a different one. For some reason, it replaced. That bishop is no longer there. That queen is not actually there. Huh. Yeah, do that multiple. Okay. But that's fine. That's not really an issue by itself. That's an issue I will find the solution to sooner or later. Cause I am awesome? Question mark. No, I wonder if my mic's been on this whole time. Yeah, okay, it is. Yeah, okay, that's good. And has my YouTube stream been on this whole time? It has. Good. Good, good, good. So I'm going to take. Uh, okay. Okay. Got distracted by, life, existence. And, oh, well, now it's too quiet. Goodness, it's so quiet. Ah, no.
Just turn the treadmill on if you want some background noise.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll turn the. I'll just start blasting music at full volume.
Don't you have your music bed turned on?
I do. There is a music bed, or at least a video game sound effect bed. Um, what was I doing? Okay, right. I wanted to give the. I wanted to give that promotion routine another check. Now that the game's not running, like now that I'm not making changes while the game is running. Okay, so this is of course pawn versus pawn. I also wanted to make sure that the weapons don't materialize in the middle. There we go. Good. What's happening here? Hang on. That might be another mistake. It has nothing to do with promotion. Okay. Because it doesn't think there's a piece there. I somehow erased that pawn by putting the queen, put a copy of the queen on it. So yeah, there is something going on here. And I'm not sure what. Oh, I'm like, oh, oh. Isn't that cute? But it's wrong. But anyway, doing a think, trying to do a think. Let me do a think. Know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Is this? Yes, battle. That's where I want it. Now there is a command input event. That's what I want. Okay, I don't need these here because that just replaces. And I need if event. Okay, else elif event event.keycode equals b. That's not it. Key b for I equals for I in 8 print chessboard chessboard hang on a second, let me see here. Let me see what I'm doing. Print chessboard. No, don't want that there. Give me this whole function. Copy. That's fine. I want this function in movement. I want this, no, don't have a script. Go in the script. I want this whole function over here in movement, and it'll be a nice little testy test. You know, as they say, testy test. Oh, door's opening. Everyone's leaving me. So it's okay. I don't need any of this. I just want to copy this if event key code equals key b, print chessboard. Oh, that looks like dinner. That's early. That's fine. Print chessboard vector 2. Hang on. Yes. 0, comma, I. That's not what I want. Not exactly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an awkward print statement, but that's okay. 6. You know, it's temporary. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. So we're going to hit run. And now I'm not going to bring up the board for... This is... Seriously? Why not? Why is it working the other one but not here? Let's see. The other one's in battle. Is it in battle? I'm pretty sure it's in battle. No, it's in body, isn't it? Oh, I has a food. Which I shall put down right here and probably stuff my face with pretty soon. Ugh, okay. Input. Really? It won't work? It's too far in, but right. That's probably not the problem. Dupe. That was the problem. Okay, that's fine. Weird. It worked once and then decided to never work again. Oh, I know what the problem is. I'm pretty sure. Battle GD? Body GD. It's taking. Yeah, that was the problem. It has to make sure it's a keyboard press. Derp. Okay. Anyway, because otherwise, every time I was moving the mouse, that was an input event, and can't compare that input event to a key. Anyway, so let's hit B. There we go. Okay, I wanted something that would show me the board layout. I equals 1 and 8. Print \n quote \n. So yeah, I don't know what the problem here is. Print \n. So there's a new line before and after it. Did it crash? I don't think it crashed. So hit B. There we go. Okay, so we hit B. Whoop. Whoop. Let's bring this up. B. Okay. Some pawns. There we go. Now, make sure the oh, it's pawn 2D. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's only the one queen right now, queen 1D. But yeah, you'll notice the default queen. Oh, it's missing. I did something wrong here. It's not showing the very most left hand. Uh, yeah, okay. It's not showing. Oh, okay, because I don't have. Didn't quite do it right. 0. Forgot the 0. There we go. Okay. That's why I named the queen and king 1x. Queen 1d and a queen 1x. Yeah, they don't line up quite right, but that's fine. The point is not lining up correctly. The point is, seeing whether okay. Just hit B. Make sure there's only one queen, 1g. Only appears to be one queen, 1g. Queen 1x, queen 1d, queen 1g. Queen 2x, but that's player 2. Okay, dinner is here early, so I'm going to nosh a little while I code. But first, because I'm a very, very ancient old man, I got some pills to took before dinner. Nom, nom. So we'll just pause here for a moment while I hork pills down my gullet. Horkin. Horkin. Oh, we got some waffle fries. How nice. Waffle-de waffle fries. Gene 6 minus 2. Okay, good. Good. Mmm. Waffles. Yeah, dinner is here a little early today, but I'm hungry, and food helps me think. So, mmm, chicken burger. Healthy, healthy chicken burger. Remember, kids, don't talk with your mouth full. It's gross. It's important. Pull the mic away so I'm not chewing directly into the microphone. But anyway, yeah, that's why it's called Code with Me with Great Uncle Pixel, not Learn Life Lessons with Great Uncle Pixel. Yeah. 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. Yeah, I want the pawn to turn into a queen. That's deliberate. It took me. I thought about it for a second, and maybe I should do it the other way. I should have the pawn remain a pawn until it wins the fight, and turning into a queen would be its reward. I could see it either way. I could see reasons to do it either way. Is the reward getting to the square or winning the square? It's pretty hard to get to the other end of the screen anyway. Let me see how this looks if I just go straight across without. Do, do I have this up? I do not. I'm just babbling to myself there. But anyway, if I just go straight across and bam, okay. I think I will want to have like a pause or a little sound effect there when you promote promote the pawn. But yeah, bam. And then we transform. Can I change? Yeah, I can actually change it in the middle of battle, regardless of what they started as. But that doesn't. The effect, the piece you're using in battle is not actually in any way uh, related to the piece you send over. So if I can make this a knight, but that just affects the battle. It's still, as far as it's concerned, a queen. And that should be the last. Yeah, it doesn't matter what piece you use to make the capture here, it doesn't change the piece here. Let me hit B. Which, yeah, now there's 9 queens. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 queens. Corresponding to the original queen, which is 1x, and pawns 1a through 1h, which are now queens 1a through 1h. I quite like it. It's quite good. All right, all right, all right. Knight, bishop, king, queen, one king, bishop, knight, rook. Blank, 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 blank. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, let's see it. Except I didn't change anything. The error I was getting before, I should still be getting. Bonk, bonk. Oh, that does a lot of damage. B. Make sure everything's still in the right piece there, right place, right. I'll be the right place. Gonna be the wrong time. Uh, Huh. Now, what happened here? This is interesting. I'm sitting here thinking things, so I should be saying them out loud to explain what I'm thinking. It shouldn't be hitting this routine at all. It shouldn't have hit this at all. But it did because it sent in. Let me check out because piece one is nothing. Piece one should not be nothing. Piece one should be the knight. But because it's nothing, it means its health is also zero. Yeah, P1 health is zero. Yeah, according to this down here, P1 health is zero, so naturally it hit this one. Even though, that should only happen. Let me check output again. What piece did it take? Let's go back to, yeah, pieces entering battle, blank. I don't know why, but when it started the battle, it sent in blank instead of the instead of the knight. And it only did it for that last battle, obviously. Oh man. I'm going to take a bite of this sandwich. So while I think about this, here we go. Move the microphone a little further away so you don't have to listen to Chomp. And okay. Where is the thing input? Right, this is what I want. I want to call the input. I'm going to copy that. Where's return from battle? There we go. Let's put that there. Oh, this goes back one. There we go. So, okay. Okay, so something went wrong here. That the piece entering the battle was blank. And I'm not sure why. It's time to rerun the game. Okay. And I'm not going to start. We're just watching this down here. That's all that matters. In fact, let me do the knights. Okay, knight got sent in correctly. Okay, and yeah, it sent this in after. Okay. Okay, so it looks good. Let me make this a little bigger. There we go. And yeah, let's attack this. Down. Now let's see here. And we got knight, pawn. Knight, pawn. Okay. I selected and unselected that knight. It vanished. There is no pawn there now. Where knight 2a appears to be gone. Yeah, knight 2a is gone. It is not there. And as you can see on the map, or as you can see on this little text thing, fourth line down, showing the board. Let me show the board to compare. You can see that the square that I'm on is designated, that the selection square is on is designated blank. Hmm. So there's something weird going on with the knights. Knight 1a, pawn 2e. Yeah, it automatically prints that when returning from battle. 9, 2, -5. And it crashed because it sent in a nothing. Does not have that there. Okay, thank you. Because once again, piece 1 was sent in as nothing. Let's take a look. Okay. Something is sending this thing in wrong. Something is sending it in wrong. Does it do it with every piece? Let's use the good old queen. Because queens can move really far, so. Let's put a bunch of Z's in there. I hope not. Anyway. Queen pawn. Good. Do that again. Yeah, okay. Queen 1x is still queening it up. Oh ho. Hold on. I saw that. Pieces entering battle. A blank. So when I beat this fight, it should crash. Because it's fighting. Yeah. Okay. So the problem, even though the crash happens here, that's not where the problem is. The problem is here. And the problem might even be in this function call, capture piece. And the problem is something is being sent in here wrong. There should be two of these. There we go. So, once again, once again, okay. I think it has something to do with it not liking me having a controller held in. Yeah, once again, queen 1x, pawn 2b. X, pawn 2c. I don't know about that one. Yeah, it looks like it's still there. Queen 1x, pawn 2p. Next will be pawn 2e. Still queen 1x when I select it. Queen pawn. Queen pawn. Queen rook. This guy's got a lot of health. That's okay. Queen knight. This time it's fine. Queen bishop. Queen king. Queen queen. Oh, hold on. I saw that. Okay. 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 So this fight will end in an error message. Because once again, it sent in the wrong thing. Let's and restart. Because it's already going to crash. There's no point in finishing that battle. No point in it at all. Okay, pawn was sent in correctly. Queen knight was sent in correctly. Queen bishop. See, I'm not sure exactly what causes it. That's part of the problem. Yeah, this is queen 1e. Queen king. B. So queen 1e is 30. With 30 hit points, yeah, yeah. Queen, queen. We've got queen 1e, bishop. Queen knight. Is this in the pawn move? No, this is in. Okay. Let me. There we go. Now, print board. I'm going to do this in multiple places. I'll want to have print board. Is this battle? This is the battle routine. Okay, so I've got another one in the movement routine that's separate, but okay. Starting X, starting Y, print board. Okay, is it still running? Yes. Okay. A little messy. It's a little messy. Print X. Gosh. But anyway. Okay, so print N, print starting X, starting Y, X, Y. Okay. Print. One, piece two, and do capture piece. Oh, and then do print board, which is this. Okay. Let's do some shooting. Okay, print board still showed the old position, but I may just have put the print board in the wrong place down there. Let me take a look. Print board. There we go. 2, 3. There we go. Aha. Yes, that is correct. Put that there. So I'll print it twice. Once. So yeah, this hasn't moved. So let's do it again. Print 1. Okay, 2A, 1E, 1E. Okay. Still. Green pawn. Still queen pawn. That's the problem. Well, there's something new I've got to fix, but okay. That's fine. Queen 1E. Okay. Queen's clearing house. You might even say I'm queening house. Okay. Okay, so. Hmm. So it didn't happen at all that time. Hmm. Uh, that may do it. Let's see if that works. I know what happened there. That's fine. I understand what happened there. Because pawn 1e no longer exists. I mean, it does now that everything's reset. Um, but it changed pawn 1e to queen 1e during the course of the game. It changed the node's name entirely to match the square name because that's, yeah. So I need to put in, let's see, we're looking at chess, get, no, we're looking at movement. So we're looking at get child to get, I'm gonna write this down in a note. Get child 2 dot get child 0 dot get child. um so we want get child, this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 to 16. So, go over here. Go over here into the initialize node. This is important right here. If so, j plus 9 0. Look at the string commands again. I think there's one I want here. I think starts with. Or it begins with. There we go. Begins with. If it begins with queen, then replace name. Begins with queen, name, replace queen, pawn. So yeah, need to I don't need a 0 here. That's not right. Okay, there we go. That should fix it. So, now I've got to test that before I do anything else. I have to say, it's not my most productive session, but I haven't done nothing. Okay. Okay. Node 1 is null. Print. And print. Print. Let me make sure I'm doing a thing. So here we go. I want bonk. Okay. Yeah, I think I might make it so it changes after get back. But in any case, let me hit R. Okay, I expected it to fail. That's fine. That's fine. So this replacement didn't work. It's still Queen 1D after it replaced it. Okay, hang on. Bear temp name equals. Uh, oh, I see. Hang on. Equals. Let's do that. Got to actually set it to the new name. That would be the reason. Okay. Okay. The important thing. Reset. There we go. Oh, no. Hang on. No, okay, it's fine. It did change it back. It just didn't change the sprite back. So that's a minor issue at this point. Um, that should do it. Right, because it only resets it if it's wrong, and it's not wrong. The sprite's wrong, but it's still a pawn. So it only will fix the sprite if it's not a pawn at the time. So let me make it not a pawn, and then R. There we go. Okay. See, that was a minor little change. Huh. So that was a nice minor little change, and but adding the ability to reset the board is going to be convenient, so you don't have to restart the entire game to check why it's not doing the other thing. So that didn't even fix the other problem. Oop. And there, it just did that thing where it it moved the sprite and duplicated itself. So the queen is now actually in both spots. So yeah, there's two errors. One where the piece duplicates itself. And still thinks it's over here. But it also thinks... Yeah, thinks it's over here. It also knows it's over here. Blasted a bit. Queen is still here, too. Very interesting. Trying to track down one problem and this is why I don't want to start making the second players yet, because the second player and hang on. Yeah, the queen moved an extra space. There's no rook up there. I feel like it has something to do with moving the controller. While it's returning. I got so many print statements here that I'm going to remove. Yeah, when I was hitting the button there, it did something weird. And now the queen is gone. It's not here. It's not in that spot that it looks like it's in. It deleted it. There's still a queen over here. The same queen, in fact, as you can see, because it disappears from this spot. Because the sprite disappears. As far as the game is concerned, there's no queen there. Let's see. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Right, and there's no actual rook up there. That's a blank space. That one remaining red pawn is also not really there. Yeah, that's queen 1d, that's queen 1h. B. And queen 1d are there. Reset. Okay, and everything's back to where it should be. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it simplified like that in the sense that when you hit row seven, you'll always promote into a queen. I suppose. Yeah, I could do it other ways. They're a little pain in the neck, but well, hamburger. Onion. Yeah, we'll see. Because part of it is admittedly me being a little lazy. But part of it, admittedly, is that uh, those people are going to choose queen anyway. You know, I say that younger me would have picks knight every time. So the other thing I want to do, make it so you cannot shoot anymore once they hit zero. Or move at all, really. Is okay. I don't want that one. Hmm. Hmm. And that should let me, that should cause it to ignore button presses. Because if I'm not mistaken, hmm, okay, send data. This, where's the send data? Where's the thing that starts the battle? That would be in here, right? Send data, yeah. Right, you have 1 second before you can attack. Good. Get tree, create timer 1.0 time. Okay. So yeah, you've got a 1 second delay right here at the beginning. Body one. Okay. Yeah, I'm solving other minor problems since I can't track down or even properly reproducing the error. On the American card?
Huh?
On the American card?
That's why I'm hesitating back and forth. It's €10 more to buy it on the EU side.
Mm.
But the stuff that's in the wallet is your stuff actually. It's your birthday card or your Christmas card. So
Weird. Okay. I'm back. What was I doing? Oh, right. I was going yeah, B. Beep. Oh, yeah. I'm still trying to figure out why. Still trying to figure out why. Well, obviously that was a mistake. -4. Kind of goofed there, didn't I? Okay, it's still sending in the queen. Queen 1F. Queen, queen. So I'm just trying to figure out why it did it again. There is a delay there. Ooh. I think I know what the problem there is. Hang on. I think I know what the problem is. Okay. What is this one? I'm looking at body1.gd. I don't think I want this here. Shot body. Okay, no. Good. Right? Let's not do that there. Let's call return from battle, which is over here in movement. And right here, return chess mode equals. Doing it too soon. Mm. Hang on. That'll fix both problems. I see what was happening. I was selecting and moving a piece before. That may fix both problems. I just want to make sure I had the right window up. I don't have the right window up over here. Okay, I want to be able to keep track of health. Okay. 13, 6. Let's reset. I had two queen 1Fs there. So let's make sure it's all back to normal. Yeah. Let me do a quick check and make sure that the initialize routine blanks out the board before it adds pieces. I think it does. Yes, it does. Okay. So, yep. Probably just add a B in there somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think I might make it so the pawn stays a pawn until it wins this fight. Okay. Let's make sure there's no other queen 1Fs going on there. Doesn't seem to be. Right, that did mess up another thing I was doing. Oh. Let me going back into body one. Where is health? That's what I want. Movement P2 health. Okay, I don't want to be able to fire a shot if you cannot. And less than 0 or movement P1 health is less than 0 or movement P2 health is less than 0. So you can't move or fire if health is less than 0. Now where is this thing over here for movement? Function attack, no, up here. If chess mode equals movement, return. Okay. Yeah, because if chess mode equals battle, that's fine. Should be okay. Should still work. Yeah. I may have fixed it without. Okay, what did I mess up? Why is it not firing? Did something with the cooldown timer. What did I mess up? Right. And movement P2 health is greater than 0. Burp. I accidentally set that can only fire if at least one of the characters was dead. There we go. There's a nice little pause. Yeah, I may have fixed it. We'll see. I usually run into it when I'm not. Okay, no, that's not a problem. Not a problem. I mean, not a problem at all. Where's return from battle? There it is. Okay, was there anything I wanted to do? T equals 1, 2 for T in 10. Hang on. Now I have this here. know there's one. No, there's something. Zero, one, two. Battle. Get child. Two. Dot get child. Zero. Okay. There two. And then just okay, that should be okay. Should end with it visible. So let's just see if that works. I'm gonna put a Z in there, did I? I did not. Okay. Let me just see how that looks. Seriously? Battle, get child 0, 1, 2. Get child 0 is player 2. Huh. Okay. Print debug player 2. Okay. This. Oh, okay. It's not. It's not the window. Something has crashed immediately. Oh, right. Okay. I added a B in there somewhere. In the wrong place. I had a bee in my bonnet. Har, har, har. So, Okay, that is good, but okay. Battle body one. Make it a little shorter. 9. I just want to make sure player 2 is visible when it starts. Ah, right here. Player 2 visible is true. Okay. So it should still be running. Let's see here. Yeah. Am I showing it running? It looks like I am. Boop. Boop. Um, do I have the thing on there? It looks like I'm showing it. Huh. How odd. It's kind of far behind. Whatever. Okay. Okay, good. For now, I wanted some kind of indication that I've won the fight, rather than it just freezing. So now it blinks to death. I keep forgetting that unlike actual Archon, I don't have to be moving when I fire to shoot a thing. Queen Bishop. Mhm. And okay. Okay, find the king. Slow. Slow. Okay. Yeah. Despite using the pieces from chess, this is going to play very differently from chess. And that is kind of what I wanted. I have to admit, I'm not good at chess. But you don't need to know chess strategies if if capturing an opponent's piece is not guaranteed. And the object will not be, like I said, that I think the object will be to directly capture the enemy's king rather than checkmate them. I haven't really quite thought about it. I think it would be a good idea to make options for that. Capture the enemy king, or just decimate the entire. Or not decimate. That means only kill 1 out of 10. Ha ha ha! Just totally annihilate the enemy's entire army. I think those should be the two options. Whoever captures every piece on the other side wins. Yeah, either capture the king for a shorter game. Yeah, yeah. Right. The other thing I want to check and make sure the opposing piece properly reappeared when the battle started, because when you beat them, it ends with them invisible. They're still there, but I hid the sprite. No, I think I might have actually fixed the problem, because I think I know what the problem was with the pieces moving wrong. Um, where is return? Thing that calls return from battle. Is that here? Yes. So, mode. Chess mode equals. Not battle, not movement. So yeah, for a moment, for literally a second, it will be in neither battle mode nor movement mode. Yeah. Yeah. Where was that function up here? Where was it? Where was the board layout function here? I did put it here, right? Yes. Put it here. I want it up here in chess. Ready, function process. We'll just drop it right here. So we don't want chess.chessboard. Just want chessboard. Remove all these. It's the top layer where these particular variables sit anyway. So let me make sure those commands are still running. Hit B, hit B, hit R. Okay, how odd. It should always be running Chess Plus. Why is this not working? Yeah, you stay here. It's fine. But if it accidentally hits twice, no big deal. Okay. Let's see if that's a thing. Maybe it just doesn't do anything over there. Or maybe I need to reset it. Da, 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 da. On the beach, you can Death Stranding all day on the beach. There's probably a baby on the beach. Yeah, I think I have managed. I think by changing when I think what was happening was it was switching back to movement mode before the screen switched. That allowed me to move pieces around even though you couldn't see it. And then and I was moving the pieces around before the routine that determined which piece won and therefore which piece should be moved and which piece should be replaced. So it was screwing it up. I believe that's been fixed. Because since I changed that, I haven't even accidentally gotten that. And this is going pretty well. I think what I may do over the weekend is well, not play, but I'm gonna go find me some sound effects. I think what I'm gonna do is, in fact, I have a sound effect that would be nice for that. Let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure it's over in Find the Flag. Where did I put Find the Flag? I gotta find and find the finding the flag. And then the flag has finding things to be found. And what the hell am I talking about? Let's see. I think that. I think that's exactly the one I want. Come on, actually play. Yeah, that one. I don't know if that played. I don't know if you could hear that. Desktop audio. Let's try that again. Let's just crank that up and see. Yeah, so I think that might be good sound effect for my for my for the promotion. At the very least, it's kind of a funny sound effect. So that's so copy and paste that there and paste that there. Um, copy, no, copy, paste. Don't make me right click you. Okay, there we go. Go back over here where it should add it in because I have a chess sounds folder. And yeah, there it is, fanfare wave. And why not? Let's put that in now. Add child node. So I just want audio stream player. Promote. Fanfare.wave. Can I just copy in? Yeah, there we go. Wow, okay, that's pretty loud. It might just be my settings. Turn down the volume a little. There we go. Yeah. Doesn't have to be that loud. Okay. Let me also... Something here is lagging. Whole computer feels a little sluggish. That's odd. What do I have open? Nothing unusual. I don't think I have any gigantic games running. But whatever. Let me just because what I want to see if I can. Can I check the is that in the properties? No, it's not. I guess I have to open it again. Here we go. Okay, so it's apparently 1 second long. Okay, so we're in movement. We're in movement. So where is x equals 7? So we hit pause, await. Ugh. Get tree. There we go. Hate that await command. Okay, 1.0. I'm going to put that right there. And I've added my first sound effect to the game. Woohoo. So, Seriously? Does dot play not work? Print, promote. Tell me it doesn't work. Ugh. Maybe I just need to restart the whole game before it'll work. Gurgle. Let's try this again. Try this again. Okay. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Want that. Let's try this again. Let us try this again. Bring that up so I can see the thing. Okay, it did play it. Or it did recognize it as an audio stream player. Let's do that too. Slight pause. Okay, let me reload it once more. Once again, I am amused and a little frustrated by the fact that I'm being stymied by what should be the easiest part of this. There we go. That time it worked. I want to see what it looks like if I just go straight across. There we go. There we go. I'm calling it there. Promotion works. It plays a nice little bit of music. Fixed a bunch of bugs that have been bugging me. I'm pretty sure I added something else, but I can't remember what it was. I don't remember. Actually, I don't think so. I think it was just mostly bug fixes. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some days you're going to add a brand new feature, and some days you're going to spend the whole time fixing that brand new feature you just added. But and that's not bad. Can't complain. Can't complain. Can't complain with my brain. So, I'm going to call it here. Gonna call it a day, night, day. And I will be doing what's that game called with the shooting and the guns and the Borderlands. I'm gonna be playing Borderlands 4 tomorrow. Already finished the story, so I'm gonna finish up the DLC. Run around and do random things. And then we'll see. You know, play it by ear. Or play with the controller. It's really difficult to play Borderlands 4 with my ears. I've tried. Very loud. So, anyway, good night. I will see you tomorrow. And thank you for joining the stream and watching the stream and enjoying the stream. You know, follow, subscribe, like, and subscribe if you're over on seeing this on YouTube. Send me a Ko-fi. And see you tomorrow.